What's going on, everybody, man? You back in the lab with King David, Lady T, and Abrew, man. Tonight, Lady T was unable to make the show tonight, but we got a great one still, man. We're going to be talking about the firing of Hugh Freeze, the firing of Brian Kelly, the Atlanta Falcons kicking issue, and do Raheem need to go? Also, we're going to talk about how UGA really beat Florida. You know what I mean? They could have made the score a lot worse, but hey, my man Gunner, he nailed it down at the end to make sure Florida did get the ball back. But Florida's a really great team. They played hard for Billy Gonzalez over there. So we want to give them a big shout out. But you know what? I want to start tonight's show off with King David about these sorry Falcons. I'm done. I am done, King David. What can you want to? I'm gonna let you start off because I'm ready to throw the challenge flag. I'm ready to throw unnecessary coaching.
Hey, bro,
I'm just
you read my mind. I got to do a flag dump.
there. You go. There you go. I'm doing the same thing on my end, man.
Flag dump, man. The Falcons, they disorganized, dysfunctional. Sell the team, Blake. At this point, just sell the team, man. Raheem need to be fired. Zach need to be fired. I'm pretty speechless when it comes to the Falcons, brother.
Exactly.
As they looked the week before, they come back and lose this one. And was getting pretty blown out until the second half. They made the comeback, but man, this team, this organization seems to just be dysfunctional at this point.
Exactly, bro. Sell the team, bringing a new ownership, new blood. Because Raheem was always here. He cannot coach. Zach Robinson can't call plays. You Brick, he do okay, but he been struggling lately, and he's looking like he can't coach. The young Thundercats that we got, they was the bright spot of the day with James Pierce and my man Jalen Walker. The strip sack and almost scoop and score, even though James Pierce got ran. Now he didn't get run down. My man was right there holding it, but missing kicks. We've been having kicking issues for the last 18 months. Why haven't we got that issue taken care of? We still in the same issue. Cool was missing kicks last year. Then you bring in somebody from overseas to not really give Cool any competition. Cool wins the job, of course. Then you end up cutting him, bringing in Parker Ramo. He done missing kicks. And that man, get them out of here, bro. I'm about ready. I'm done with the Falcons, man. I'm done with coaching, bro. I'm done with this damn leadership, bro. Get them all out of here. The only person I'll say right now is probably safe is Terry Fontenot. And the reason I'm saying he's safe is because he bought the talent. He drafted the talent here. But Ryan, his staff ain't coaching it up. And I ain't saying Terry is safe, but I'm saying he at least drafted this young talent, that this young talent with the right coaching up will be fine. What you got to say on that, King David?
Yeah, I can see Terry staying. I definitely see Terry staying. I can say Break. He have his moments. In this particular game, though, I believe he hold the Patriots to only 3 points after halftime, so he made some adjustments.
Mm-hmm.
Now, first half they was missing tackles and they couldn't stop a water leak, but he made his adjustment. So he might be one of them guys. Typically, if you're gonna fire a coach, he's gonna get cut too because they're gonna bring in their own DC. But
Exactly.
this will be the second time though. I felt like we was building something defensively. Ryan Nielsen was the other one. Defense was
Yep.
looking pretty solid. Rock came in, cut it. So Brick might just be a casualty, even though, like I say, the defense look like he got talent, look like he's trying to do something, even though he's only had him half a season at this point.
Yeah.
So you don't really know what you really got with him. At one point, we was number one pass defense. So I don't know where we at now, but so he just might be one of them collateral damage cuts, even though he looked like he's doing an okay job right now with the time he had with him. But yeah, Terry might be safe, but he were here with Arthur Smith as well. So who knows, man?
Who knows? But like I said, man, I'm seeing every game the Falcons is finding ways to lose, bro. How the hell you find ways to lose, bro? You Puck from how the hell you miss an
True.
extra?
That's what the Falcons are where he's done though.
You know what, man? I always said I give their ass a quarter of the season. I went over a little bit, gave them a little bit more, trying to be like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna try to work with my Falcons, bro. Man, you know what the Falcons look like, bro? They look like a team that dressed up in Halloween as an NFL team. And Sunday they still had their damn costumes on when Halloween was Friday, bro. That's what the Falcons look like, bro. They look like they dressed up in the coat. Raheem, all them, they dressed up in they game day as Halloween costumes, bro. Cause that wasn't no NFL team out there, bro.
Hey, the bad news birds, brother.
I can't do it, bro. I have officially checked out this season. I will be commentating about the highlights, whether they win or lose. I don't have time, and I know I'm gonna have people call me a fair weather fan. I've been a Falcon fan since 1980, bro. I can't continue to watch this mess, bro. And Blank keep putting this bull jive out here, bringing in. I told me and you discussed we didn't want Raheem. We didn't want Raheem, and Raheem had a losing NFL record. So why you bringing a coach that can't fucking coach and got a piss poor NFL record, and then he bring in young, inexperienced coaches, so it's raw over his head. He got nobody to turn to help him out in this situation here. That maybe you bring the veteran coach to try to help you get through your rough patches, bro. Right? This is the dumbest coaching staff in the NFL right now. Raheem Raheem is the dumbest head coach. You bring in Zach, and he's standing with Zach. He going down with the ship, and his ass going with Ryan's good as fired at the end of the season, bro.
But yeah, that's why I say it's an organization issue, brother. They hired a retread coach who was here a few years prior who didn't do much when he
Mm-hmm.
got his interim chance, and you brought him back. So it's an organizational issue, brother. It starts at
Exactly.
the top.
Exactly, bro. It's definitely an organization issue, man. And just like last year, what pissed me off with Raheem last year, Jimmy Lakes, he deserved to be fired after that Carolina game. He was a casualty of Raheem's decision. This year, I hear you was a casualty of Raheem. You know what I mean? When is Raheem gonna be a fucking casualty of Raheem? And I think it's gonna come down. I don't know, Raheem. If Ra keep losing the way he's losing, Ra will not make the rest of the season. And Arthur Blanket is not known for firing coaches in the middle of the season, although he did fire, I think, Dan Reeves, Dan Quinn in the middle of the season, and he also fired Jim Moore in the middle of the season. So he used to don't fire coaches in the middle of the season, but I don't see Rob making it at to the end of the season the way we keep losing games.
Yeah, and it's tough. Like I said, we got the Colts coming up. That's probably an L. Then after that, I believe it's the Saints who that's a rivalry game, so they can go either way. So who knows? We can go on another four, definitely four, maybe 5 game losing streak like we did last year.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, man, I am with if they fire this dude right now on our thumbnail, I got get out. I got get out, bro. I'm done. I'm done with Raheem, bro. I'm done with him. His Kool-Aid ass smile. I'm done with his coaching staff over there looking dumb. I'm just dumb. I'm just done, man. Michael Penix seems like he's regressing, like they're not really coaching him up. He uses his arm talents, but I don't see his footwork coming together. I think he's throwing a lot just arm power, bro. He got to use that footwork. He got to get himself out of trouble. He did have one long run in this game with New England, but other than that, bro, he seemed like he's regressed. He seemed like he's not being coached up as a number 8. I think what we dropped at the number 8 overall pick of last year's draft.
Yeah, he definitely needs some work. He's unpolished, and right, I don't see this coaching staff having the ability to coach him up. So I think they just, like I say, over the head in that department. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, hopefully the next guy we bring in, um, well, hopefully Raheem get fired, and the next guy we bring in gonna know how to develop young talent. Hopefully,
Oh, of course, because like right now, I think Tyler Algier contract is up at the end of the year. If I'm not, I think it is. I think we talked about this, so we gonna probably move on from him, unfortunately. But this team has too much young talent, and you need to win now because when all these young guys contracts come up, you're not gonna be able to afford. And
right?
we're gonna have to let a lot of these guys go. Of course, you're gonna pay your Bijan Robinson, but look at the last 2 weeks. Bijan been looking just like an average. He's a superstar, bro. But this dumb ass play calling got this man stifled because you know what you're gonna run. Pistol one, pistol stretch the Bijan to the right, stretch the Bijan to the left. Possibly try to throw the Drake. That's it, bro. No Kyle Pitts. This offense is like stale baloney, bro.
6 plays, baby. You got 6 plays.
I don't know if Zach got six, bro. I think Zach got 3 plays on there. Stretch the Bijan to the right, stretch the Bijan to the left, and throw that on third down to Drake, bro. Maybe Kyle, but possibly going to Drake, bro. And that's it. Then we punt. I don't even think that cat got 6 plays, but I'm so sick of this mess, bro. Out here, bro. And then Raheem talk, oh, he gonna get fixed. When he gonna get fixed? You been saying the same dumbass shit since last year. When is it gonna get fixed? That's what I want to
Yeah.
know.
Right. This is who you are at this point.
Exactly. It's like you take your car to the mechanic shop and he'd have had your car there for 3 months. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna fix it. When? I come here every week. I need to know when you gonna fix this, bro. If you can't fix it, let me get my car and take it somewhere else.
Right.
And I think Rodney, I think they need to move on from Raw. Right now, he might be a great players coach. He might be a good coordinator, but as far as a head coach, he had several stints. He had one in Tampa where he got fired, I think, in his second or third year. Then I hate to say it, but Gruden came in and won the Super Bowl. He has been on the Super Bowl winning team out there in the Rams. And he was here with Dan Quinn as a DC. And I'm just not a big fan. And I hate that because I was pulling for Raw. I was pulling for Raw for several reasons, but that dude can kick rocks and open toe shoes at this point.
Yeah, I'm with you, Abrew. I'm over it too, brother. So yeah, I'm
Hmm.
pretty much checked out on them. Ain't no use to running your blood pressure up dealing with them bad news birds.
Exactly. Exactly. I'm not even, like I say, and me, you was talking on Sunday, and I'm like, what is going on out there, bro? You know what I mean? This is just, I knew they was going to lose. They said New England had the number one defense, so number one run defense. So, and I know all we going to do is Bijan. Bijan did have some amazing catch. He caught one-handed, so I love that catch. But, bro, we started out the game with checkdowns, 2 checkdowns to Bijan. We ain't got no creativity. We check down. Michael Penix drop back, check downs, Bijan, check downs. Come on, man. Come on. I know you had
Yeah.
2 broke legs in fucking college, but start moving them some bitches. I'm just being honest, bro. I'm just mad, bro. I'm just, you know what I mean? I hate to be mad. I hate to be the angry fan, bro. But what I'm seeing from these cats, bro, is they got too much talent to be finding ways to lose. We might have well kept cool, bro. We might have well kept cool.
Well, might as well at this point. Give Lenny Krieg a shot, man. He's a young guy with a big leg. Give him a shot.
Exactly.
He can't do no worse.
Exactly. And then you use, I hear you, that's a scapegoat. You cut Ray McLeod. You know what I mean? And Giants picked him. I think he went to the Giants. And Ray probably was voicing his disgust with his coaching staff. And I don't know what it is about fucking Zach Robinson, but Raheem will defend that son of a gun to the end, bro. He gonna defend it. Maybe that's his wife, brother-in-law, but I don't know, bro. But it's something there that he defend that man to the end, bro. And Zach is trash. I'm like Bubba Dub, trash.
He's definitely trash. I don't know, Brew. Like I say, it's that buddy system. So yeah, I don't know, but it's gonna burn him. It's gonna come back and burn him.
Oh yeah, and he gonna come back to Burn this year. Rob, I guarantee, bro. I'm almost putting a wage on this, bro. Raw out at the end of the year, bro, because I don't see us making the playoff. And
No.
Blank has said it's pretty much playoff or bust. And he ain't tied to Ryan. Ryan making $4 million, so he one of the lowest paid coaches in the league. So he making $4 million a year. So he can write him a check for 4 million and tell him to kick rocks and walk over hot coals, bro. So I I'm almost certain if we get down because what the Falcons? Let me look. I think we're like 4-5 or something. We 3-5.
3-5, yeah.
We three. The Falcons is 3-5 right now, and we damn near halfway through the season. We got 9 more games left, more likely. Remember, I told you that we probably 89 and 98, and that ain't getting us in the playoff. And with that, Rob be out. I'm almost certain Rob will be out at that point and rightfully deserved. I don't see a coach there. I see a guy who want to extend his playing career. And he not. I don't think he was ever an NFL player, but I think he played some corner in college or something. But I see he want to get on the field, but I don't see. That's what I see from Rob.
Yeah, there ain't much I can say about him at this point, brother. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm done with him. He can kick rocks. It's, talk fast and don't really say nothing to. So it is what it is.
Yeah, and I'm talking about buying. I'm talking about buying some. When the season started, bro, I'm gonna be honest. Me and the wife was like, "Hey, you want to get some season tickets? We get season tickets. We was talking about either getting season tickets at the Hawks or getting season tickets at the Falcons, bro. We was talking about it. Now, but both of them shit's trash, bro. All Atlanta teams is trash, bro. I'm like, damn, I'm gonna watch that shit on. I'm gonna watch that on TV, bro. I'm gonna save my bread, bro. I'm gonna save my bread, bro. Why
My
am I
brother in
getting
the house,
seats?
right?
I might well watch that mess at the house, bro. If I'm gonna be mad, bro, I ain't finna go down there and need people establishments and be mad because we getting our head beat in. Now I'm down there mad. For what? Well, I'm mad because I just spent damn money. That wasn't mad. I don't care
Right.
about no off the blank $2 hot dogs. And the what I'm seeing on the field, them damn hot dogs should be free. He should be paying people to eat them shit. I'm for real, bro. Brew hot, bro. Because I didn't want to throw the flag and I didn't want to throw my season away. I really didn't, bro. I was excited this year. Every year I said, me. I usually get about 2 or 3 games, then I'm done for the season. But I was like, I'm gonna get around a couple games. I'm sitting down there, bro. The last few weeks, bro, and I'm like, man, I can find something else to do with my 3 hours, bro. I can find something else to do with these 3 hours, bro. I couldn't do it, bro. I can't even do it, bro. King David, I can't even do it. But I'm done with Rob. But I give for our 4 more game. 4 more. If we lose the next 3 out of the 4 games, right out. I think they're gonna fire mid-season. And Blank ain't known for fire, but we lose and they go get a jump on the next head coach. Might as well. I need you. What you waiting on? You see the college coaches getting people out of here.
Yeah, yeah, they are. They
It
ain't
been
playing
more
around.
it been more college coaches fired, bro, this shit than I ever seen.
Me too.
College
This
used to go.
early, especially this
Yeah,
early.
yeah, bro. There ain't no Black Tuesday or Black Monday. It ain't none of that. It's black after the damn you lost. They keep you out of here, bro.
Once we out of the playoff, we ain't making the playoff. You out of here.
You out, bro. I'm saying who well, we gonna talk about these boys, but Hugh Freeze was the latest casualty, which I saw who he was losing. So I saw that game. I knew he was fired after that. Brian Kelly, I saw him have a meltdown on the sideline, so I know he was fired after that. James Franklin caught me off. Franklin caught me by surprise, but after losing to UCLA and another unranked team, he deserved to be fired. You know what I mean? And Napier, bro, Napier just Florida demand better, bro. So Napier got up out of here. The Raging Cajun, bro. You got up out of here, but let's talk about Hugh Freeze, man. Why is this guy? How in the Hades, Hugh Freeze constantly get jobs? I think he was in Mississippi or Ole Miss, one of them. And he got caught in that scandal. Then he went over to livery, and then next thing you know, these cats keep a job, bro. You're right, it's a good award network earlier.
Yeah, it's good. Good award at work. And I guess a lot of teams look at him like, oh, he's a offensive minded guy who can score a lot of points, even whether it's true or not. But I guess a lot of teams look at that because that's the way the leagues are now. We want excitement and points and creativity. So I guess stuff like that help them. But yeah, I don't know, brother. It's all about who you know in a lot of these situations.
And I didn't see no dynamic when I'm looking at Auburn, right? The Auburn game, and they can say we got lucky with the punch out fumble. What I don't care what they say about that. The game over, we won. Kick rocks, cause open toe shoe. But my thing, I didn't see no creativity with Hugh Freeze. I know he's supposed to be an offense, but I didn't see none of that. And I'm thinking, why did you bring this guy in, man? Why? I know my boy. I know Cadillac couldn't talk worth a damn. Cadillac, Cadillac couldn't talk. So I know you can have Cadillac Williams represent your team. Cadillac could talk, but I think Cadillac had them boys so motivated to play, bro. You know what they should do with Cadillac. They should have hired Cadillac and then had a translator to the side. Cadillac said,
Yeah, and I don't know if he was winning either when they gave him the
nah,
letter.
he wasn't.
I think he lost too. But so
Mhm.
it's tough, man. It's tough to find a good coach, to be honest with you. So I guess if you got one, you got to keep him.
But I'm in the wrong profession. I'm in the wrong profession, King David. I should have went in the coaching profession. Do you see these cats buyouts?
Yeah,
These cats buyouts is ridiculous. You get fired and I can go to the house for I got generational money just going to the house.
they had a good attorney, I guess, to negotiate that contract.
I think they say Brian Kelly buys like $54 million or something from LSU. Which LSU have the money? But Auburn did well. Auburn don't have to pay Hugh Freeze for 15.8 million according to ESPN. I thought it was a lot higher than that, but it's only 15.8. So he's still $15 million. Maybe to them it's not generational wealth, but to us, $15 million, I can do some things with $15 million. Sit down for the rest of my life.
Right, right, absolutely.
So yeah, man. So I'm with him, man. You think where you think Brian Kelly gonna land?
Probably a smaller school. He definitely get him another shot. Like I said, the SEC probably was a tough go for him anyway. But
Mm-hmm.
he'll go to a smaller school. And get him a shot, or maybe somewhere out in the Big 12, score a lot of points. Some he'll get him another shot though.
I think he put his pride on the line when he came to LSU to the SEC. SEC, not saying that SEC can't be beat because obviously we've seen the last 2 years. Michigan won a natty, and then Ohio bought a natty. I don't give a damn what y'all Ohio fans say. Oh yeah, Ohio State bought them a natty.
Michigan cheated to get one,
Well,
so
they did
okay.
cheat to get one too. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? They cheated to get one. So they didn't gave the Big Ten two nationals championship. I do think he come back to the SEC this year. I do. I think my dogs are prime. You know what I mean. I do think the dogs are prime. I think the dogs are playing down. I think they got a lot more in the tank. We just ain't seeing it. I think they're gonna surprise a lot of people once we get in this playoff. So you know what I mean. I do think that. So I think the national championship come back to the SEC this year, and it ain't Alabama. I know I got all my Alabama fans talking about Ty Simpson and all that. Watch when we get in this SEC championship. We gonna dust the damn roll tide fingernails off. Just being honest with you.
Still early, but yeah, I can see that the championship coming back to the SEC. I can see that. Nobody really look dominant right now, in no conference. So I guess they listen Ohio State as the number one, even though their level of competition has been low to this point. They hadn't really played nobody, so. Yeah, nobody really standing out in my opinion, so I can see that. The dogs are resilient. They've been behind and they come back and just win. They beat everybody except that team that's next door to us, to the west. So
Exactly. You're right. And this my thing here. I understand Ohio don't, you know what I mean, they number one or whatever. Okay, whatever. But if you look at the level of their competition, who the hell are Ohio State playing that size Oregon that's giving them week in and week out competition like the SEC teams? I don't see it. So if they got to play, not saying that Ohio State can't beat any SEC team on any given day, because I believe any team can beat any team on any given day. But if Ohio State played in the SEC and they had to go against these SEC teams week in and week out, I guarantee they won't be ranked number one.
Yeah, I
I'm
agree.
almost certain that. I'm almost certain because I don't believe in Ryan Day like that. I think Ryan Day can't go. He bought a championship. And I know my old Ohio State fans. We got a lot of them on TikTok. We got a lot of them on YouTube that gonna be in our comments. But it is what it is. You can see if that's the case. If he was the man like that, man, he wouldn't have to spend that what damn near $20 million to win him a championship.
Well, I hear you. I think that's the last state we in. And even though put the money into the teams, you still gotta get them to play as a team. So we seen teams like Texas who put a lot of money in their team and they had more or nothing. So it's still something got to go into it. Even though you spend a heck of a lot of money, you still got to kind of coach them up and develop them.
Man, you know Sark can't coach, man.
Man, I'm just
Sark
saying.
can't
So
coach, bro.
yeah,
Sark,
yeah, I feel you. But I'm just saying, even though spending a lot of money, don't guarantee you shit.
the Sark can't coach it. Archie adopted, bro. Kid ain't no Manny, bro. That kid is adopted, bro. Cooper need to come on and tell him that ain't his son, bro. Let me
Man,
stop playing, man.
you might get captured talking about royalty like
I
that,
know,
boy.
man. I know, man. Hey, I'm just joking. TikTok and YouTube, I'm just joking. He ain't adopted. He ain't adopted. Don't hold that against. No, but I'm for real, man. Listen, I understand. I'm with these athletes getting paid. And we talk about the money aspect as far as Ohio State having to pay players and they paid and they bought a championship. I understand that. Don't get it twisted. And I'm all for these guys getting paid, man. Rightfully so. They should get paid on their name, image, and likeness. You know what I mean? Because these people, a lot of times, these people come to see a lot of these players because they are spectacular. But I think they're going to have to put some type of cap limitation per player per season or whatever, bro. Because it can if you got the money like that, you can buy check. Well, Texas can't, but anybody else can.
Yeah, it definitely helps having the money and having a more talented team than others. It definitely helps. But
Yeah,
you just got to get the right pieces in the right places.
exactly. You do exactly. But if I got the biggest and the strongest players across the line, I'm probably gonna beat you, even if I'm not the best coach. I'm being honest with you.
Yeah, more than likely. More than
More
likely.
likely, okay, I can make some mistakes here and there, but you get the best of the best, bro. That's like I'm going out here buying that C8 0R1, and we're gonna race this damn Ford Escort GT. I'm gonna blow the doors off of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
More than likely.
So yeah, so that's what I'm saying. When you put your money out there like that, but hey, all hats off. But now that I'm hearing Kirby say, "Hey, we got to up this ante on our NIL spending."
Yeah, what you should have been doing anyway. You got to adjust with the times. And then you got to go crazy. You just got to get more talent than what you have in certain places.
Yeah, because our D line is young. They look inexperienced out there. They really look, linebackers. I was expecting more out of CJ Allen right now. Even though I still think he's a solid linebacker, I still think he's an NFL caliber linebacker. I think he's gonna make it to the NFL, CJ Allen. But I was just looking for a little bit more out of him as far as I guess I missed that in the Kobe Dean and Raekwon Smith type linebacker. And I think he got those qualities. They just ain't fully came together like those other guys was.
Yeah, and it's probably a lot of factors too. Obviously, with Dean, he had a big defensive line who kept him clean. Um, Roquan, I had to think back who was on the front line with him, but yeah, having that defensive line to keep you clean, where you can just run and make plays and use your instincts, definitely would help. So I don't think Allen got that right now with the line that's dominant as we had in the past couple years when N'Kobe Dean was here.
I can see that. You know, man, that's a good way to put it. You know what I mean? But like I say, CJ Allen is I think he's an NFL bound linebacker. He's a big guy. I think he's like 6'1", 230. He got speed. He can move side to side. It's just that when you seen the Deans and the Roquans, bro, they would, but like you did say, having them big horses up front with them and have that experience up front. Like I think CJ Allen is playing behind a line that is inexperienced. So and he having to probably overcompensate for a lot of their inexperience.
Possible. Possible.
Yeah, yeah, man. But hey, we're gonna move to the other side. Hey, what about did you see that hit with KJ Bolden?
I did not. I missed the hit. I missed the hit.
All right. It was targeting. Well, he used the crown of the head, so by rule, it's targeting. You know what I mean? I hate KJ Bolden got kicked out of that game, but we still end up winning. But come on, KJ. I'm looking for KJ to be a leader back there too. You know what I mean? I know he was a hitter last year when he was playing next to Malachi. He was trying to be more of a hitter, but now I want KJ to be more of that leader, vocal, experience, putting guys in the right place. Because with this game here, KJ Bolden got beat for a touchdown. You know what I mean? He made a misreading. The guy got behind them all and he scored the touchdown. So I'm looking for KJ to take that next level, even though we do have him for at least another year or two, but at least 1 year if he don't decide to go pro.
Right, right, right. Yeah, it's time you got to develop on that back end, which seems like we've been struggling on that defensive back end last couple of years. Seems like a been regression with our DBs. So I don't know what's going on back there, but yeah, we got to get them guys coached up and be able to make plays and not miss like they misread.
But that's why we supposed to bought T Rob here, whatever the hell he is from Alabama. I think T Rob might be the one selling us out, bro, because we sorry as hell on the back end ever since he got here, bro. We supposed to bought him to get Kalen. We didn't get Kalen. I think we've been shitty on the back end, bro. So T Rob need to go back to Alabama or something, bro. I'm just being honest with you, bro. I thought we were getting the ace coach, bro. You know what I mean? Let me stop. Y'all know.
Bruce find all the coaches on this
I
Monday.
find all them
It's Black
coaches,
Monday
bro.
for real.
But
Black
I
Monday
guess
for real today.
I'm happy with UGA winning. Let me say that I am happy because my dogs are winning. It's hard to watch them this year here because we hard to kill, as Kirby called it, and he's right. We are resilient. We come back in the fourth quarter. We ain't really watching the score. When we need to stop, somehow miraculously the defense get a stop. But it's hard, bro, because this year the dogs got you sitting on pins and needles, bro. And I ain't used to that. I'm not used to these dogs. I'm used to these boys like a pit bull locking on you in the first and second quarter and game over, bro. I ain't used to having to go to the fourth quarter and they still holding on, bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Used to them just showing up and like, hey man, this already over, man. We ain't finna beat these boys. They too big and too strong and too fast. But yeah, this year we haven't been that this year. And last year either. So last 2 years it haven't been that type of year. So we're having to fight for it right now. But again, we're finding a way to win, which that builds characters. So these guys gonna always believe they got a shot, no matter how much they're down. When it comes to that fourth quarter, they're going to believe that we can still win it, which is going to be beneficial once you get to the playoffs.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. I'm looking forward to the playoff. You know what I mean? Just as long as we keep winning, I think we got. We got Mississippi State next week. We do got Mississippi State next week, and then after that we got Texas. I think that's what we have. So I'm excited to see what these dogs got. I know people be like, oh man, these boys gonna play against Texas. Texas on a all of a sudden Texas turned around called Arch had a solid game or whatever. Come on, man. Arch played okay, but I watched that game. He played okay, but he threw for some big yards, but them boys weren't on his ass either. They went on him. They went on him like I thought they was gonna be on him. So now we get Mississippi State. I'm not counting Mississippi State out next week, but I just hope these guys go in there, handle business, get out their game healthy, and get ready for Texas. And I really hope that Bobo has a plan. And because I'm tired of hearing about Texas, so I hope we go in there and put at least 50 on Texas. I want to put 50 on Texas. I'm being honest with you. I'm tired of hearing about these cowgirls.
Yeah, I agree. Don't overlook the next game, Mississippi State. But yeah, I would love to see our backups in that game. Go ahead and take care of business. Get Pulaski and some of the other guys in there. Let them get some reps. And yeah, then focus on Texas. Yeah, 50 would be nice. 50 would be nice. Haven't seen that from us. So will it be that type of game? Who knows? Possible.
Mm-hmm.
Possible. I just wanna be dominant, like we was against them last year. Get out them, beat them up, let them know that we still the big dog in the SEC. So that's kind of what I want to see, just a dominant performance, whether it's 50 or not. We just dominate them. That's all I need to see.
Yeah, I like to see that too. You know me. You know Abrew always gotta exaggerate these numbers, bro. You know what I mean? If it was me, I would be wanting to put up 500 on Texas. Now that's
Hey,
impossible. That's
want to break a
impossible.
record?
I want to break the record
Record.
on these boys, man. So you know what I mean? But I'm a homer. I'm a UGA. I'm a Falcon fan, even though god damn they make it tough. Braves fan and Hawks. But my team just ain't doing the thing. But hey, before we shut this thing, what happened to Tech, bro?
Man, that's a good question, brother. Like Tech, it was your opportunity. I, did they overlook this game? I know a lot of people starting to look ahead of is Georgia and Tech. Was
Yeah.
Tech starting to kind of get the big head and overlook some of these schools coming up? Because they just, yeah, that was disappointing. It was
Yeah.
disappointing.
And like I say, even though I'm a dog fan, I still like Tech. And I root for Tech until they play for the dog, till they play the dogs. So, but my thing is that North Carolina State team were more physical. And I thought Tech was gonna be the most physical, most punishing team in it. Man, that North Carolina State, they weren't quitting, bro. And that quarterback was on fire, bro. And Tech didn't have an answer. That's the first time I seen Tech this year wasn't the bruiser. They was taking a lot of blows. And I was like, dang, Brent Keys, because I think Brent Keys was the offensive line.
Yeah.
So he built his team for toughness. And this team here in North Carolina State, like, you know what? This is gonna be a street fight, and we gonna punch you in the mouth, and we're gonna punch you first. And that's what they did. They punched Tech first. Tech did try to fight back a little bit, but man, them boys don't Tech ass all game, bro. I was like, my goodness.
They were. Now, again, now if this both teams could continue at this trajectory, UGA and Tech, that's still going to be a really big game because neither one of the teams can afford a loss now. So that can be shaping up for a really big game if they continue on this trajectory, both teams.
I still think it's gonna be a big game. I think both teams gonna win out. I think the Dogs gonna beat Mississippi State, Texas, and definitely gonna beat Charleston, whatever that little school is. And I'm not trying to minimize the school, but we should destroy. Pulaski should be
Yeah,
in that game by
yeah,
second quarter.
they getting paid to play us. So yeah.
They getting paid to play, you know what I mean? But now you had 17 that pay you and they whoop your butt. But I think right now both teams could possibly win out. Tech, Georgia Tech. Let's see who Georgia Tech got after that North Carolina game. North Carolina State, Georgia Tech is playing. Let's see who they got next.
Drew, why you looking at it? I know this ain't one of our topics,
Sure.
but that next coach getting fired got to be Clemson coach, brother. Dabo got to
Oh,
be.
you know what, man? I think Dabo want to be fired. I think at this point, Dabo is ready to go. I do think that. Dabo throwing tantrums, and I think he's ready to go. You know what? I think Dabo. I think Dabo want Clemson to fire him so he can go down to LSU or Florida, get that Florida job. Cause
Maybe.
he won't be on the he ain't gonna be on the damn job market long.
No, he won't. He won't. But yeah, that cat can't buy a win at this point, bro.
No, he can't. Can't. What's his name? Club Nick or whatever is that? That cat damn near cried. Man. I'm like, my goodness. So yeah, Dabo be next. I think they will give Dabo the benefit of the doubt to hold him to this year. But Dabo trying everything in his damn power to get fired right now. He want to get fired right now so he can get a head start on his next job.
I got you. I got you. And
Yeah, I
what you think
mean,
about our ex quarterback? That was he. He started to look like what we seen in Carson.
oh yeah, Carshawn done threw 9 interceptions in 8 games, bro. Carshawn had Lamborghini Beck has returned, bro. He started out good, bro, and you know what? It's like what Carshawn was doing. It's like at the end of the Scooby Doo uh, cartoon show, they pulled a mask off. He had another mask. He had a Halloween mask on for the first 6 games, bro. And now they trying to pull it off, and you see Carshawn, bro. That dude, bro. He looked like hot garbage, bro. He looked like hot garbage. Them people about ready to get rid of him already. Cause they ain't gonna make the play. Miami probably ain't gonna make the playoff right now.
No,
Right.
no.
And they was what number 2? About 3 weeks
Yeah,
ago. It
yeah.
was ranked number 2, right behind Ohio State. And now them boys that fell out, they done fell so hard. So Carshawn is pretty much finna be done. Yeah, I mean down there in Miami. But listen, back to Georgia Tech, man. Georgia Tech got Boston College, um, which they unranked. And then they got Pittsburgh, which of course they unranked. And then they got Georgia. So they could possibly win out.
Yeah,
Um,
they should. They should if they get back to the Georgia Tech that we've seen up until they play NC State. They should win out.
yeah. But I'm looking at the stats, right, from this game, from the Georgia Tech, North Carolina State. Haynes King threw for 408 yards, and he ran for 103 yards, and you still lost 48 to 36.
But I don't think that's their style. I think their style is slowing the game down and him running opposed to passing. With that passing, that to me, when you pass the ball, you're less physical. That's more of a, like you say, that's not the physical game. You physical when you run and you pushing cats around. So if he'd have ran more, I think they probably would have won that game opposed to him passing.
I can definitely see that, bro. I can definitely see that. So yeah, because that's truly in their game, and they are more punishing bruises style. Then they probably gonna run a lot against us, and they probably gonna have a little umph on it, since, especially this time. This game gonna be in Mercedes-Benz Stadium, so it's gonna be a little umph on this particular game, since we went to 8 overtimes and we beat them boys last year, and Brent Key shared the tear. I was gonna mention that shit. Matter of fact, I'm gonna use that as a thumbnail when we play Georgia, when they play Tech, bro. And Brent Key shared the tear. So I think we're gonna cover them boys, but it's gonna really be a great game. Now that neither team can afford a loss, it's gonna come down to that bro. But I was shocked. I was shocked when Tech lost. They went from 7 to like 13 or something like that when I looked at the ranking. So they dropped heavy. Let me
Okay,
see.
and NC State probably wasn't ranked though either.
That no, they wasn't ranked. No, they wasn't. So, but damn, and Tech dropped all the way down to 16. They dropped to 16 right now, according to the AP 25. They dropped to 16. So I was like, man, that's. But what you think about Texas Tech, bro? Texas A&M, bro. They quarterback look nice out there, man. The brother, the black guy,
They
he
look
look
pretty
nice.
good. Yeah, they them look pretty good. They look like they might be around at the end of the season. So they looking good. Look like they play physical.
Yeah,
So
they
it's
8
a
and
team to
0.
watch.
So, go ahead.
Yeah, definitely a team to keep your eye on at this point. Because of how they play football. So
Yeah, I can say, man, but you know what get me about this whole ranking stuff, man? How's hell Indiana University ranked number 2? You rank Ohio State, okay, y'all the champs. Y'all did win last year. All right, I give you the benefit of the doubt. Y'all ranked number 1. You know what I mean? But there's no way hell IU should be ranked number 2. I'm just being honest with you. I know they 9-0. I understand they 9-0, but there's no way they should be ranked number two.
Yeah, I get their level of competition. They probably don't have, but again, just gotta beat who you play. But yeah, they look pretty good if you watch them play with throwing the ball and they kind of got that aired out offense. They look pretty good. But yeah, level of competition, they probably get dusted off if they play a tough top notch team.
They looked good last year until they got into the CLP and got dusted off because they weren't prepared for that physicality.
But again, yeah, you can't
Uh-huh.
leave them out if they winning.
Well, you can't, but just like BYU is 8-0, and they ranked number eight. So
Right.
IU 9-0, and they ranked number two. I don't get that, bro. I don't get it. I understand. I'm gonna have some Indiana University. They all come at Abrew. Abrew built for this though. This is what I do. In Indiana University, tell y'all what any of y'all were Indiana fans, line them up against my dogs and see what come out. See what happens. Sick 'em, baby. Now, but no, just looking at it, man. I like to ask questions. That's what we do. We unnecessary roughness. We bring this stuff to light, man, because man, I'd like to know why they rank so high. I don't see the cats playing nobody.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know who they played at this point. I hadn't watched them like that closely, but
Mm-hmm.
besides the highlights.
Yeah, besides the highlight, man, let's see who they. I'm finna look and see who they played, bro. You know what I mean? Okay, they just played. They played them coming up. November 1st, they played Maryland, who was unranked. Then they played UCLA, who was also unranked. Then they played Michigan State, who was unranked. They did play Oregon. Okay, they beat Oregon. They beat Oregon this year, 30-20. They played Oregon was ranked number 6. So they did. Then Iowa, then Illinois, then Indiana State, Kennesaw State, Old Dominion. All right, yeah. Only team they beat was respectable is Oregon. You know what I mean? And they beat them 30-20. So I'm shocked. I'm shocked Dan Lanning let that game get away from it like that. But I don't care if you can put up 50 some points and 73 points and 63 points. A lot of them against them dogs. A lot of them against Tech, bro. You ain't got to you can allow them to get them jackets, bro. I think you know what I mean? Well, I can't say that because damn, North Carolina State just put 48 on them. So I'm up and talking.
Yeah, be careful what you ask for.
That's true, Keith David. That's true, man. But you know what, man? We it's been a great show, man. We what we're gonna close out with, man. We had a great show. We talked about a little bit of everything, man. The Falcons is coming up. Mississippi State coming up. You know I have to do your prediction on Mississippi State. Since Lady T can't join us, I'm gonna start you over here. Oh, we got laughed out the building last week because we were saying 38-17. The Dogs gonna beat Florida 38-17. And a lot of people were like, oh, I thought y'all said 38-17, but the score was 24-20. And then you know what I mean, and I had to
Yeah,
hit you with
one, damn it.
yeah, a win is a win, cuz. God damn, you try something. but,
He
but
got
what
some
you,
gator boots.
but what you think the score gonna be? What's your prediction on the Mississippi State, man? Mississippi State UGA, man. Then we gonna get your
Uh,
prediction on the Falcons.
I think Georgia's gonna open this up a little bit. I think this is gonna be 42-20. Georgia 42, Mississippi State 20.
You know what I can I want to have faith in Bobo, but I don't. So I'm gonna stop it at 35. I think this week here we put 35-10. I don't think Mississippi State 35. I'm gonna give them 2 touchdowns. So I'm gonna say 35-17 because they might even get a field goal in there. So I'm gonna say 35-17. Georgia cover that right there, and then we got the Falcons, man. The Falcons coming up, and what's your prediction on the Falcons? I don't even be caring about the
Man,
damn
Falcons
Falcons,
gonna
man.
lose. Falcons gonna lose this one, brother. I gotta go with my head to my post to my heart on this one. Falcons gonna lose this one.
Yeah.
So I think Indiana gonna run the ball, be physical.
Mhm.
Probably be about 27 Indiana, 17 Falcons.
Okay, I got you on that. You know what? I'm going with the shocker, bro. I'm going to upset. Robin on the hot seat. They are embarrassed. Parker Romo missed that last minute kick. I think the Falcons gonna cover. I think I'm going with 28. I'm going with 28-17 Falcons on this one right here, bro. Cause Rod know his ass on the hot seat right now. And I think the Falcons gonna surprise everybody this one. It ain't gonna stop him from getting fired, but I think he gonna turn the ship around right now, even though I want the cat gone. But somehow they're gonna squeak this out, bro.
I hope so, but Indiana embarrassed too. They just lost to Pittsburgh this past week, so I think they're gonna come out and want to win too. So we'll see though.
Yeah, we definitely see, man. But with that said, man, you know, man, this is that's King David. I'm Abrew, man. Until next time, people, y'all be good, man. Until like I say, to next week, King David. See you soon,
Let's
brother.
go, dog.
Let's
See
go,
ya.
dog.